Hi, welcome back. My name is Marianne Shepard, and this is the last video, the 8th video in our series this month on using effective consequences, specifically with punishment. So one of the things that is very, 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 very important to think about when using punishment is the phenomena of an extinction burst. So what is an extinction burst? An extinction burst is a temporary increase in behavior before the behavior decreases. It's a surge in behavior or a burst in behavior, and not the behavior you want to see. So I want to have you think about a vending machine. Okay, so we've all been to a vending machine, specifically a vending machine that's out of order. So if you go to a vending machine and you really need a snack or some caffeine or even a drink of water, and you put your money in the vending machine and you push the button and nothing comes out, what do? Well, you don't simply think, oh darn, and walk away. No, you put your money in the machine, you push the button, the machine still has your money. You gave it something. It better give you something back, right? So what you do is you push another button, or you push the button harder. You push really hard to see, maybe if I just bang on this button, it's going to work. Then you try pushing some other buttons. You try pushing the coin return button. Maybe you shake the machine. Maybe you kick the machine, but you don't walk away, right? So what happens in kids is they engage in a behavior. They give you the money, and they expect you to respond in a way that they want. And if you say no, or you don't respond, like a vending machine does not respond, they don't simply walk away. They kick the machine. So maybe they try harder. Maybe they push another button. They try another way. They get a little more extreme. And if you don't respond, they get a little more extreme and a little more extreme and a little more extreme. What's important to know is that if you follow through and you continue to be consistent, they will stop, but you have to follow through. Now, with that same vending machine, if you kick the machine and the machine gives you what you want, your soda pop or your candy or your water comes out of the machine, the next day or the next time you go to that vending machine, you put your money in, you push the button. If the button doesn't work, what's the first thing you do? You kick the machine, right? You don't waste your time on all those other things. So it's really important that when you stop reinforcing a behavior, that you follow through. Because if you then give in at a more extreme level of behavior, once your child is really tantering or really upset, the next time, they're going to get really, really upset. Same vending machine. If you put your money in and you push the button and nothing happens, eventually you walk away. So eventually you do give up, but you don't give up initially. You have a burst in behavior. And so with children, you have to make it over the burst. What's important is you want to use other strategies if you feel that their behavior could be dangerous or excessive or potentially injurious to them or to someone else. You don't want to implement extinction or stop reinforcing a behavior if you feel like you cannot make it over that extreme behavior or that extinction burst, okay? And so you want to make sure that you can make it over the extinction burst. The other thing that you want to think about with an extinction burst and with this vending machine is the next time you go back, if you put your money in and it still doesn't work the second time, maybe you would try, but you don't try quite as hard, and you're more likely to walk away sooner. And it's unlikely that you're going to go put your money in that machine a third or a fourth or a fifth time if it continues not to give you what you are requesting or what button you're pushing, right? So you're not going to continue to go back to that machine. So children will stop after a little bit, but they're going to have that burst in behavior. What does it look like when a child has an extinction burst? They're going to try every trick in the book. So you want to make sure that you can make it through every trick in their book, because they're going to try crying, they're going to try screaming, they're going to try yelling at you, they're going to try being hateful, they're going to try being aggressive, they're going to try throwing things, they're going to try screaming in your face, they're going to try it all before they give up. And so when you see that, you want to make sure, A, that you're in the right frame of mind before you implement a consequence, because if you're not in that right frame of mind, you could become very frustrated during an extinction burst. You want to recognize an extinction burst for what it is, and you want to remain calm during an extinction burst, but don't give in. Okay, so recognize it for what it is, maintain safety, remain calm during an extinction burst, and just recognize that it's this increase in behavior, but you don't want to be the vending machine that gives in when you get kicked, okay? So you don't want to inadvertently increase or reinforce a higher intensity of behavior, because that's the new level that your child is going to engage in from that point forward. Okay, so please be careful of an extinction burst. Overall, with punishment, please use punishment very cautiously. I do encourage you to seek out professional help when you're using punishment, and just be very cautious that you have watched all of these videos and you know about the potential negative side effects of punishment, and that you implement good judgment and reason in all of your punishment strategies. Thank you and have a wonderful day. And please follow us on Facebook and YouTube at Everyday Behavior with Dr. Marianne, or find additional resources on our website at www.everydaybehaviors.com. Thank you.